Hello everyone, I have another layout using the Boho Dreams collection from Kaiser Crafts. This was still the kit to try out for their design team, and so I'm continuing playing. I'm using the Kaiser Craft Mist in denim, and I can't get enough of this flower stencil, so I'm using it with some modeling paste on a piece of cork, I guess cork paper, cork board. It was included in the kit as well, so these natural tone embellishments that I'm just trying to make like a huge die cut now. And I thought it would be fun to kind of use the stencil on it because as I cut around, you'll still have the element of cork around the big peacock feather. So I'm doing it with the denim, and then I do go in also with the Kaiser Craft Mist in peach with some modeling paste. This is what I'm shaking up right there. And it makes a nice little kind of creamsicle color, and I'm going to fill in the rest of the emptiness that I have there. And I'm going to kind of fill in the holes, and then true to form like I did similar on my last layout for Kaiser Craft, I will be going ahead and adding some glitter on top of this wet modeling paste for a great effect. I do this twice though, so this one I set aside and let it dry because I also go in, I think with another one, I think the one that's just above the peacock feather in order to get the same effect. And look how fun that looks with like almost like an ombre in colors. And so I'm just adding some glitter. I'm not covering it up completely. And then I also will add some iridescent to the orange portion. So here I am, like I said, cutting it out, and I do leave enough of the cork to be seen, and it really does make the most, I almost say like stand out embellishment for my layout. And since I liked it so much, like I said, I do go back and I do this process again for another one of the feathers so that I have two really big embellishment pieces for this layout. And like I said, I keep the cork edging around it so it does really look kind of cool. And so I'm just showing you all the sparkle as it dried. And be careful when you do this because it may, I always say, like kind of crack because the cork is bendable and the modeling paste usually is not. And that was a little bit of a party foul. That's Coral Reef acrylic paint from Americana, and I spilled out way too much. So I'm mixing in what I can and I rescue what I can. And none of that paint goes to waste, I'll let you know, because I do take it into my art journal pages and such, but I wanted to have the coral be a little bit darker and more vibrant than what the mist alone provided. So that's the only reasoning behind adding some more paint to it rather than just relying on the Kaiser mist. So again, these elements of these feathers are like my favorite. I think I have like two more layouts where I do use more of my floral love. So they're more flowery, but this feather stencil, like I said in my first one, I'm just going to get a lot of use out of because I love the peacock feather and I just love the feather in general, and they're decent size, so it was really fun to work with. And here I am just adding more mist on top of the wet paint modeling paste so that it's a little bit more bold. I was just trying that out. That was a complete like, let's see how this works in order to just get a really bright color is why I did that. So as they dried, I will cut that one out as well. And that's how fun it looks. So this pattern paper looks like worn denim. I am going to cut on a diagonal and use it as part of my layout. The denim one is called Free, and it's in the collection kit. And then I will be mounting it on a coral piece of paper, and the coral one is called Young. So that's the Young, and then that's the Free. I like the simple names. So I will attach it, and true to form, I want to go in with more of a mixed media element to it, and so I will be playing further along with the mist. I can't get enough of them. I mean, this was like the perfect kind of like mixed media thing for me to do because it included like two of my favorite things, mists and stencils. If you watch my room tour, you know that this is where I kind of invest most of my supplies in are all my stencils and my mists. So I am taking some Liquitex clear gesso. I didn't want to kind of dull out the beautiful denim look or the coral. I wanted it to keep it because I will be adding more mist. But I'm adding the gesso just so that the mists have somewhere to go and to toughen up the paper a bit, because I don't want it to get like warped too much with the wet medium that I'm using. So the good old-fashioned packaging technique is what I am using right now. So it's simple as just spraying it down on some packaging, you know, that you get your stickers in or something, and just letting it kind of free flow onto the page, and where it goes, it gives you a nice wash of color, adding a few paint splatters and laying down the feathers as I think I'm going to leave them. So I did, probably off camera, I didn't bother to show you all the filming, but you know, you fuss around with them. Should they be all vertical? Should they be horizontal? Should I embrace this diagonal that I got going on? And so I definitely wanted to make it a focal element, so I did. But I also thought that this needs one more feather. So true to form, I do go in and add another feather with my soft gel and glitter technique, which I couldn't help myself. So I do have it go off page a little bit. While I liked it with the 2 feathers, I just felt like 3, something, it was bare in that corner, and I didn't know how else to add this element, since I made the feathers so special. The ones in the ephemera kit were a little too simple for me. So this is my fix. I will be scrapping a lovely picture of my mom and her dog on a walk on a bridge that we did recently, so that will be scrapped. And I did also make a few tags with the rest of the pattern paper in this collection and use the stickers that are 6 by 12, and so my title will be Young, Wild, and Free, which is part of the sticker sheet that you get in the Boho Dreams collection too. So close-ups will be coming. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I appreciate it, and please subscribe. Bye, everyone.